Okay, good afternoon. My name's Steve Faragher. It's January the 10th, 2015 already. We're already 10 days into a new year. It's one of those situations when things start going a bit faster. And you're watching The Big Shave. Just in case you don't know what The Big Shave is, it's a series of videos, and if someone, if they want to, can count up how many. It's well over 100 videos, which we've been doing since around about 2010. So we're getting into our fourth year, aren't we? And what The Big Shave tries to do, doesn't always succeed, mind you, is to get people to shave with decent equipment, which I consider the double-edged razor to be a decent razor. Some people like straight razors, some people like shavettes, but not using the multi-bladed cartridge ones, which you throw away. These, I think that it's cheaper, although in the end it's not cheaper because you end up buying loads of different razors. It becomes an addiction. Anyway, back to where we are now. It's 2015. I think this is the second or first video I made this year. I did have a big beard and shaved the beard off. I grew a beard for Christmas. But you've got to remember, a beard's not just for Christmas, it's for life. If you're a man, so you've got to keep on shaving, haven't you? And what we're doing today, I'm going to look at a couple of different razors, and also I'm going to show you a few of the Christmas presents that my good lady bought me. Some I've used, some I haven't used. So what did I get first? Well, I got a box. Bluebeards Revenge. Okay, there we go. And it's got soap, which you reckon you get 50 great shaves off. Shaving cream, sorry. It's got roll-on anti-deodorant, which seems a bit weird. We've got a brush, a doubloon brush. It looks like a bar brush to me. We've also got pre-shave oil, which I don't really use pre-shave oil, but obviously I'll do a test with this and tell you whether I think it makes any difference to the shave. And then we've got post-shave balm, which again I've not used. Okay, so we'll have a look at them at some later date. What we are going to look at, the other thing we got as well was these things here, which are Arko creams. I've got a feeling they're hand cream because they're all in different varieties, different flavours. And we've got mango and mandarin. We've got olive, which is about the thickest. We've also got blackberry yoghurt, and somewhere or other we've got pomegranate, which I can't find at the moment. I'm going to use the blackberry yoghurt today, so put that down there so I can find it. And then the last thing we're going to look at is what I've been shaving with. Been shaving with the new razors. I haven't bought any new razors for a long time, but managed to get hold of a couple of very inexpensive razors. One of which is this one. This is the Utopia. Again, it's got an Edwin Jagger head on it, 89 head, long heavy handle. So it's useful. If it's useful for anything, it's useful to handle. You could even stick a Umar head on that. You see, that would be useful. And this other one, which you've only just got, which is a classic. It's got a little stamp on it. It says Classic Samurai. Probably just about to see it. You can see yourself reflected in the mirror. It's got a little stubby handle, very heavy. Comes in a nice little box. You get it in a little presentation box. So they put a bit of effort into it. It's not just in a bit of cardboard. And you also get 10 Arko blades in it, which are quite impressive blades, really. So you get a little pack of 10 blades. So it's got a Arko blade in it. It's which has been used. This is the third time it's been used. And to finalise what we're doing, we're also using Williams soap, which I've never used this soap for a long time. So I decided what we were going to do was put it in a base of a scuttle and see how long it lasts for. Because I had someone who messaged me on Facebook who put a puck in a scuttle and it lasted a week. So I had to tell him he was actually doing something wrong. I'm not exactly sure what he was doing wrong, but and he was complaining that his shaving, his lather wasn't very good. So I'm not really sure what went on there. And the brush that we're using is the Big Shave the Big Shave 2004 brush, number 1. So I'm going to wet the brush first of all, I'm going to lather it up. So I'll do a bit of talking when I'm doing the bits and bobs. So it's got a nice lot of hot water in the skull. I've just sold the skull this morning actually to someone in Liverpool, someone who joined the group. We knew each other before actually, but we didn't realise that we were both had this shaving passion, and Roy seems to be he's been bitten by the bug, so he watched some of my shaves and decided that he needed to have a shaving skull, so I sold him one today. So we met him up a couple of hours ago. Nice guy. I knew his wife through a work I was doing a couple of years ago, and this William soap gets completely out of hand, and hopefully he's going to use it and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So I'd say I don't use pre-shave prep, so I'll just lather up first of all. So it's quite effervescent, this soap. So I'm going to cover the face, quite light actually. Let's see what it feels like. It's nice and slick as well. Some soap looks better than it shaves. Basically, it look like a classic barbershop lather, but when you actually shave with it, the skin's dry underneath, can cause irritation. So I'm going to give it a good lather up and start off. So we're using the samurai today, and we're going to do the 3-pass shave, which is down the cheek, across the cheek, and then up the cheek. So let's start off with the across the cheek. Now, just got to say a few things about this razor. It's the third time I've used it, and it's become a real favourite really. Possibly because of the head. It's got a recognisable shape head, so it's quite easy to predict what you're doing. But also, it's incredibly manoeuvrable, and you don't have to put much pressure on because the weight of the razor actually carries the shave. So you don't really concentrate. You don't even have to concentrate that much on your technique really, as long as you're not pressing too hard. Okay, so that's the first pass. It's only a light pass, the first one, as you know. Let's lather up at the second one. Williams is about to control at the moment. What's happening in Liverpool? Well, Liverpool is still the centre of the universe. We still run the radio station, so you're interested in listening to Liverpool Community Radio, which is a community radio station I own and run. And you need to go to the web address. It's an online radio station, operates from a studio in the centre of Kensington, where I live. And we train people how to make their own radio programmes. We don't have any professional presenters or DJs. We just take people off the community and give them an opportunity to enjoy themselves, communicate, motivate and entertain. And it's the web address for the radio station. It's going on better actually. It's going on more like emulsion paint. The website for the radio station is www.l-c-r- r.co.uk. So it's l-c-r.co.uk, and you can listen to radio programmes made by a local community station. So this time we're going down the jawline, completely against the growth. I got a couple of nicks actually off this razor, which might open up. One of which you never noticed when I did, but when I got into his work, someone said, "What's happened to your face?" Because it was all blood dripping down. It's because I'm on blood thinners. So I get a tiny nick and it just keeps on gushing. So there we go. So give it a listen to the radio. I'm trying, and I keep saying this, I'm trying to do a short radio programme about shaving podcast, and hopefully try and get some people who either live in Liverpool or Manchester who are in the big shave group to either come down or to phone them up and talk to them live on air. Get rid of a discussion. Could be interesting to review items on air and then also discuss them. So if anyone's interested in the Northwest, or even anywhere in the UK really, because we can phone up anyone and we can Skype you. I suppose if you use Skype you can do that to anyone in the world. So if anyone's interested, then get in touch with me through the Facebook group. Okay. Now, she's got the jawline sorted. Not as smooth as previous days, but it is a 3-time use razor. So let's put the razor down to one side to dry. Get the rest of the half. So that's the 3-pass method. You go across the growth, you go with the growth, you go across the growth, then you go against the growth. Each person's face is different, so you need to make sure that you do what's called face mapping. So you map the growth of your hair before you start doing it. It does take a while to get used to it and to find out which way it grows, and to make sure that you don't overshave and that you don't cause any irritation. But once you get used to it, you can see it's not taking a great deal of time, and you see straight away that there's no cuts, there's no irritation. And we're going to use some Alpa cologne. This is Czech cologne, it's called Alpa, and it comes in about 5 different varieties, and this is Lily of the Valley. It's very flowery, and I put the cologne in my hands and then rub them together, so my hands are covered in cologne, and I don't pat them on. What I do is rub it in, usually when the face is still a bit wet. Actually, you don't get any sting at all, you get a nice soothing feeling. Okay, now to let it evaporate or pat it dry, let it dry off. And then now you've got to replace the moisture in the skin, and I use Arko moisturising cream. This is a new type. It smells fantastic. It smells like blackberries and yoghurt. Yeah, smell that. Okay, got quite a bit on actually, so it might take a while to work all this in. It's not quite as thick as your normal Arko, but it's not as watery as other moisturisers. The one that I dislike in particular is Nivea. I find Nivea is a bit like slapping pancake batter on your face. It doesn't work. Whereas this, the more you work on it, the more it gets absorbed by the skin. And if you've got a bald head like me, you can rub it into your head. Get some moisture back to that area. Okay, so how are we looking now? It's looking okay. Smells great, feels $1 million. I'm actually back to shaving every day as well now, which took a while to do. We've not shaving for over 3 months. Getting back into a daily routine was proving quite difficult, but now it's okay. So if you're interested in this type of shaving and you think you'd like to have a go, then drop me a line. That's my email address there, and ask me any questions. You can ask any question you want. I've been getting a lot of questions off people who are new to it actually. You tend to think, because you've been doing it for a few years, that everyone's at the same stage, but I've been getting some quite basic questions off some newbies. You just want to know simple things, so don't be afraid to ask, because you will get an answer. And if you want to speak to more people and you want to get involved with it a little bit more, then join the Facebook group. Facebook group is on the screen as well. There's over 2,700 members in this group, and they are all shavers, and they all are knowledgeable, and they all try things out. And there's lots of different soaps that I have not used, lots of different razors, and you'll find out that someone somewhere has used the thing that you want to find out about. It might not be me, it might be someone else, but ask, join and ask. The final thing is, I'm trying to put together a retail website for The Big Shave, so you can order some of these things yourself. That's not ready yet, so I'm not going to give you the web address. But the final thing is I do sell some stuff on eBay, so if you go to the eBay address that's on the screen now, you can order razors, you can order colognes, you can order soaps, or you can contact me directly on the email address and I'll get back to you. Okay, so thanks for watching. My name's Steve Faragher. This has been The Big Shave from Liverpool in the UK. Have a good shave. Whatever you do, make sure your shave's a good one. And that's always down to good equipment, good materials and good technique. If you can master those 3 things, you've got it cracked. Goodbye.